Hello, everyone, and welcome to Speak Brave podcast. Today I have a special guest, Jin Cho.
Hi, my full name is Hyungjin Cho, but no one can pronounce it properly, so I tend to go by Jin.
Jin, welcome so much. Thank you for being here and spending time with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, Jin, can you tell us what's going on in your world right now?
Right now, I'm working on a book. It's supposed to be published sometime in November. Actually, I'm writing a book in Korean because I'm from South Korea. So the publisher said that they will have signing events for me in Korea. So I bought my ticket to fly. I am super excited about it. Yeah, so that's what's going on with my life.
Can you tell us what is the book about, or is it a secret?
It's not a secret. The book is about English expressions for Korean people and American culture, and my experience, how I came across certain expressions that native speakers use, and how I learned. And I also talk about my mistakes. I don't want people to think that I'm somebody better than them. I'm just like everyone else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So can you tell us something that you have learned that you put in that book? A little teaser from your book.
Teaser.
I like how you sing. That's good.
There are a lot of embarrassing stories. I made lots of mistakes, of course, because my mother tongue is Korean.
Right.
You can learn more about me.
Yes. I congratulate you and I respect your work. Outside of the book, what kind of other things that you do in your life and in your work, professional life?
I'm a full-time YouTuber.
Full-time YouTuber. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, I make videos about English and culture for Korean people. I speak Korean, but my videos have English closed captions, so anyone can watch it if they know English. So when I say, I'm a YouTuber, and people are like, okay, whatever, they think it's a joke. But I am serious.
Why do you think that reaction is happening?
It's because a lot of people are trying to do YouTube and be successful, but you never meet anyone like PewDiePie.
Yes.
So they are all up there.
Right.
It's like a pyramid. So only a handful of successful people, and the majority of YouTubers are not really doing well. So they think I am probably one of them who are trying to be famous.
Right. But you are in fact successful with YouTube, right?
Yes, I have 240,000 subscribers.
Why did you choose to be a YouTuber?
I used to be a blogger, and I met some interesting people through blogs. And one of my blog friends did YouTube, and he got successful and came back to blog and told everyone that you need to go to YouTube and start right now instead of doing blog. So he tried to convince a lot of people around him that might be interested in doing YouTube, and I was one of them. But only a few people listened to him.
When did you start? And what kind of things have you, can you tell us about some of the growing pains, some things that you run into, or something that would be interesting to the listeners who are thinking about investing time in becoming a professional?
I began about, is it September? Oh yeah, almost 3 years. September 30th will be my 3-year mark. So I've been doing YouTube for 3 years. And in the beginning, I had no idea how to make videos. I've never used a video editing program, nor made videos before. But my friend said, you can learn as you go. It's okay. Your first video is gonna suck. Okay, so I started and it was bad. But I've gotten a lot better. My videos are interesting. That's what people say. I learned so much that I feel like a different person.
Take us through that journey of learning.
So before doing YouTube, I was a stay-at-home mom. I used to be an English teacher in Korea, and I was doing really well. I was making good money. I was teaching the executives of big corporation that you would know when you hear the names. But I decided to become a mom when I had my first child. It was an agreement between me and my husband. So I felt a little small just being a mom. I shouldn't, but I think that's how a lot of moms feel if they had careers before. I had nothing else better to do. I thought if I succeed, it's good. If I fail, I have nothing to lose.
Right.
That's how I began. And I did not expect that my channel would grow this big. It just happened. My self-esteem and my ego, now they are up here. But I'm not like snobby because it's not in me.
Right.
But I'm a lot more confident and I feel like I can achieve more. I have bigger dreams now. I am proud of myself.
I know it takes a significant amount of time and investment and energy to become successful at anything, especially YouTube is very competitive. But what would you say to somebody who's an aspiring YouTube professional or a content creator, some of the best practices, if you can distill those for us?
So because when I started, I got help from my friend. He already had 100,000 subscribers. So he had tips to give me that he learned by doing YouTube. So when people ask me, I want to start YouTube or I'm a small YouTuber, what can I do? Can you help me? And I want to help them.
Right.
And some of them tell me, oh, this is my channel. Can you watch my videos and tell me honestly how I'm doing and stuff? And the most common things I find out is that their videos don't look interesting at all. I don't even want to click because you need to think about this. You want to reach people who don't know about you at all.
Right.
But they're making videos for their friends and families and stuff. I mean, I'm sure that's not what they're trying to do, but their thumbnail and titles, maybe if I'm their friend, I'll be interested in watching it, but otherwise, no, I don't even know who you are and this video means nothing to me. Why would I click and spend my time watching your 5 or 10 minute videos?
Okay.
So that's their first mistake. You need to find a way to reach people who don't know about you and not interested in you at all.
Okay. So what does it take? Does it take then, as a content producer, it takes like what, deeper curiosity, like testing? What does it take for us to come up with a content that is so good and we want to click on it? What does it take? Like, how can we? Let's go there a little bit.
Okay, you have to think about your target audience. So my target people are Korean,
right?
People who want to learn English and the culture. You have to make your thumbnails and titles interesting to them. Okay. Make them curious. It's like, oh, I want to know about this. Click. Oh, this is interesting. Subscribe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that in every endeavor, every journey, there's always things like, I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it. I'm not getting success. I'm not getting the results. Talk to us about that moment. What kept you going? What pivoted your perspective?
I've been doing this for 3 years and my videos start to blow up around 13 months. So before 13 months, I wasn't getting any views nor getting subscribers. I was nobody. But you see, somebody's gonna watch your video anyway, maybe one person or 10 people, and some of them will leave you comments. You feel very close to them and they become someone special. They could be just people who watch your videos or other YouTubers. Like you make YouTube friends that way. My videos are about sharing knowledge and ideas. They appreciate what I do. At first, I started YouTube to make money, but it wasn't all about money. I wanted to make money. I still want to make money. But if you just look at money and do YouTube, you're not going to last long. It's very tiring and sometimes frustrating. So you have to have something more. Like I really enjoyed sharing my knowledge and ideas and inspire people. That's what kept me going. And I didn't have to worry about making a living because my husband is a breadwinner. It's an important factor that making money wasn't my priority.
Being a business owner or content producer, content creator, can get a little bit isolated, right? Do you, like sometimes?
Yes.
Do you build a community of other YouTubers and content producers that you can just like meet for, or online or in person? Say, hey, last month I had so many views, or I have this. Like, do you have some support groups, or like what do you have anything like that?
If I lived in Korea, I would have one, but because my YouTube friends are all in Korea and I'm here alone, so I talk to them individually through messengers.
You cannot succeed alone.
Some people say you can do it alone, but I think it's better to go together.
There's this very famous proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
That's a really good one.
Jin, what are the projects that you're working on in the future, and what are the dreams you have in your business and in your creative universe? What are you trying to do?
I have vague ideas, so I wanna help people and get paid at the same time, because I am helping people through my videos. Once in a while I get email or message or comments that they watched my video, it triggers something in them and they decide to change their life, and their life changed. So I want to do it personally, like personal trainer. Okay. I want to be a coach. I will start with English coach for Korean people because that's what I do best for now. But I can extend what I will do from there. I would love to continue writing books and help people.
Okay, well, that's so you are looking to make a difference, real difference,
yes.
Real transformation, real help for people who need it, right? And Jin, you and I, we have met through Toastmasters.
Yes.
Right? So can you tell me about your experience at Toastmasters so far?
I love it so far. It helped me a lot, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going. I'm so busy. I don't have a lot of time to waste.
Yes.
But going there every time I learn something and meet wonderful people. And my speech skill is better now. I can see it because I've recorded every single of my speech. So I could use it for my YouTube channel. And I can see, I think I have 5. But from my first speech and my last speech, I can see the difference.
Is there Toastmasters in South Korea?
Yeah.
So at your signing events, you'll be speaking, right?
Yes.
You'll be speaking in Korean or English?
In Korean.
Okay, that's going to be great, right?
It will be different because I've been speaking in English.
Right. How long do you spend, if you don't mind me asking, on the production of your video?
I would say if I make 5-minute video, it takes about 12 to 15 hours.
What? So what does it involve?
I do research. I write scripts and I shoot videos, but I make a lot of mistakes because I am very nervous in front of a camera. And I have someone to help me to edit out my mistakes. And then from then I have to do my editing, subtitles, effects, sound. I do editing myself and thumbnail at times. And think about titles and other stuff. That's why it takes so long.
It's worth it, right? 1 year from today, what would you like to have happen in your life, in your professional life?
In 1 year, I would like to complete another book and doing an English coach successfully. Things will come step by step, but in a year, I think that's how much I can achieve.
So everyone heard it here. Come back in 1 year and we're going to interview Jin again to see how she did so we can congratulate you on your success.
Okay, thank you.
Jin, thank you so much for spending the time. It's an honor to have you. And please make sure that you subscribe to Speak Brave. And I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
A year from now, 지금으로부터 1년 후에 You may wish you had started today. 오늘 시작할 걸 이라고 후회할지도 모른다. 캐런 램